back to another video of Cinderella Phenomenon with Wolves, Caleb,
Wolf,
Plake,
wolf,
Possum,
wolf,
Wolves.
Oh.
What?
Wolf. Sorry.
What?
What a weirdo! Oh my god.
And
I'm
possibly
sorry.
Echo if they don't fall asleep.
I'm staying
Look,
for the
guys,
first part of
we've
this
been
video at
speedrunning
least.
this game, so we're
Okay.
tired a lot.
We're doing this.
continuing.
The last like 3 episodes have been all in one night, and
Three,
I want
like
to go.
5
but, like, Wolf's
episodes.
holding me hostage.
Ready?
Yeah, whatever.
Ready? Chandelier, don't listen to him.
Just look at all these men you cannot see. All these men dying before your eyes.
Man, you cut out and you just said, look at all these men. And I was like, yeah, buddy.
Ah, you're speaking of language.
Look at all these men.
Oh yeah.
Look at all these geese or chickens for the
Chicken.
vine. I'm too tired.
Did you say your line?
No.
Chandelier,
yes,
we have to
put a
get away
line.
from here.
How many people have you really saved? In the grand scheme of things, you have.
Okay.
That is why you sought help from a witch.
We say most
Dun,
people.
dun.
Oh, that's fun.
Is he the
Right.
witch?
Mythos' voice is oddly
No.
calm, and I can feel some sort of presence in the air that is different from normal. A knight plunges a sword through another's gut, causing him to lose his sword. The sword skitters across the floor, gleaming underneath the moon like me. I look desperately at Chandelier and realize that the magic is already working its way into him. He doesn't see anyone except for Mithras, who's still smiling at him from behind all the knights. I glance at the sword, remembering what Chandelier taught me. Oh
Yes!
no!
Kill the man! Kill the man!
Mithras is unguarded right now, but I have better judgment than that, and I told Chandelier that I was going to steer clear from the burden of taking
No,
someone's life.
screw that.
I have a promise to keep. I gaze up
Bruh.
at Chandelier and realize that this was how he looked every time he regained a memory, like he was stuck in his own mind. There's only one thing I can do to get him out of this trance. Oh no! I clench
No,
my
don't
hand
stab yourself.
into a fist, and I
Punch him!
and I push Chandelier in the face.
Uh-huh.
Now that's what I like.
Let's go!
Ow.
Yes!
God, it's my face.
Take that, Mithras!
Impossible.
Chandelier's eyes clear, but when he looks at me, I can tell he's distraught. But his eyes are seeing the present. Sorry, I thought I lost you.
I suppose I needed that, didn't I?
Many times, yeah.
Chandelier smiles sheepishly, but it's fleeting and gone by the time we both turn to Mithras again. Chandelier looks straight past the still fighting knights. If this bothers Chandelier, which it must, he hides it beneath a neutral expression.
How did you break my spell? You cannot even use any magic.
Well, you see,
Called
I
my
punched
fist.
him.
Say the power of love.
I hate that. I hate that. I hate
With the power of friendship.
The power of
And
Into
this is why
character too
we
well.
invited plague.
Yup.
She didn't break it with magic. She broke it with the power of love.
Please shut up. I stare at him skeptically. We both know that's not true, and I know Chandelier well enough to know that he does not mean that. But Mithras looks furious. Love that.
Worth it.
Love. Ha! As if some fairy tale love could save you from his predicament. This predicament.
There you go.
Princess,
Well, you
you're
see,
a witch. We feed off negativity. Offer
We're the
chaos and
protagonists.
loathing. Love serves us no power.
Well, you see, we're the protagonist, so friendship saves everyone.
You right.
Yeah.
Life is about balance. Alexi taught me that. And though I might not be able to uphold a balance of negatives and positives myself, I'm at least going to try. You could try to do the same. Maybe look beyond your depressing life and start reaching for something that actually gives you happiness.
Dang, okay. We taking shots today.
Something that won't plummet you and back into the same darkness.
Mithras snaps his fingers and the knights all freeze. Then they turn to us, swords raised.
I do not need to be lectured by some lovesick fool.
Aren't
By all
you, like,
means.
sipping hard for the queen?
A little bit.
I know, like,
Leave me
Like-
alone. By all means, cling to your love.
maybe
I
he's
will
a
show
eunuch.
you how fragile it is.
Is he a eunuch?
Witches do not need love.
Mithros holds out his hands, and the knights begin their steady, deadly march towards us. Chandelier
You're a
takes
sad,
my...
lonely man.
Chandelier takes my hand and pulls me back. But I see my opening in the narrative. Hello? That's us. Mithras enjoys inflicting pain with his words, and I can do the same. If you don't need love, if you don't need affection, then why are you doing all this for Mother? Let's go!
Yes! Get him! Get him!
Do
I
it!
am not.
You are doing it to be recognized. Why?
Every student wants to impress their teacher.
His words are calm, but there's a desperation in them. Mother was Mithras' teacher? I thought he was just reviving her as another witch, but...
Oh, what'd you teach him?
Do you know Mithras?
It was a long time ago. We both shared the same teacher.
Teacher?
Oh.
Wait. Waltz, are you
A witch? Yeah.
Oh.
Waltz was Mother's student? I told you this! Okay, Echo. No, I can't think about that now.
You think I was paying attention?
You know.
But I can use this to my advantage. I don't remember Mother's students in the least, but one of them turned out right. And it wasn't you. And the other did not. And I can see the bitterness in you. It's the same bitterness I held, only yours goes deeper.
You will not sway me with your foolish words.
The knights begin to rush us. Their run isn't more of a pathetic shuffle, given the harm state that they're in, but this does not slow them down.
We're going to run.
But
Trust me, Princess. I will protect you no matter what happens.
I like how that statement. We're going to run.
so we're gonna run
We are
now. He grabs my hand and we wait. I can see Chandelier's eyes darting around us as he searches for an opening. I can feel the pulse of his quickening heartbeat through my hands, and I know he's panicking. Hello, magic?
Oh, whoa.
Suddenly,
Gold.
there's a massive luminescent gold wall in front of us. The knights
Vault?
stumble right into it, their swords hitting
No.
the bright barrier.
Dang.
Parfait!
It's
Are you
third.
two okay?
I want a parfait.
Parfait rushes to stand in front of us. What you
I
say?
know.
Wear that
Parfait.
parfait.
Mithras' expression is a cold, angry glare. He measured the situation with critical eyes, and then he turns away and begins to dart down the hall. Parfait collapses to one knee, arms still outstretched to maintain the barrier. Delora appears. She's flustered and bleeding in one arm. Okay, Delora, but she still stands straight. Now she's got the barrier. Delora holds up her hand and summons fire! Put down the
Arson,
shield. Parfait.
Echo.
I have this.
That's Delora.
Wait,
What?
That was
All right.
Caleb's line.
What's
Alright.
happening?
Oh, my bad. Trash that.
keep
I
going.
am Delora. Fight me. Parfait releases the shield and the magic projectiles shoot at the knights. The two edge of the knights back through the hallway, but I can see Parfait growing weaker and weaker by the moment. Parfait takes a deep, shuddering breath as she tries to stand. When she falls yet again, Chandelier takes a step forward and looks at her urgently.
Lady Parfait. Oh.
I'm fine. Don't fuss.
She says as she's like stumbling on the ground. Her
dying.
breathing is labored, but she still manages to smile.
I fought in the Great War. This is nothing.
She looks at me and Chandelier.
You two need to leave.
But you're...
Fine. I just need to gather my energy.
What'd you do? A spell from Delora sends the knights sprawling to the ground after she creates a heavy downpour of rain that quickly turns to ice. Delora really going for it.
Yeah.
Wow. YouTube.
You got it, Caleb. You got it. Oops, my bad. That was my bad.
Alright.
That was my bad.
You two keep going. The entrance is clear.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Imagine
wait,
like pulling off a
wait,
really
I
cool
just
like
had a
stunt with their
thought.
magic, and then you just stutter over your words immediately after.
I just had a thought.
I
just-
take that.
I can't do waltz anymore. He's grown up now.
Mm.
Oh,
Someone else is gonna have to take him. I notice the
Yeah.
witches that have been standing behind Mithras approach us now. Delora stands at the ready. I can tell that she's hiding a great amount of stress behind her smirk. Parfait slowly gets to her feet.
we fight together, Delora.
There's no one I'd rather have fighting by my side. Faye.
This is hot.
Okay.
Wait.
What?
Like, no. No.
Play.
Play.
Oh.
Come
Oh,
on,
dear.
princess. But we still have an opening.
We head around the side. Parfait erects a shield to protect us from any magic that comes our way, and Dolores summons a whirlwind as a distraction. Ow!
Dang.
My foot is grazed by fire magic, causing me to stumble, but I force myself into a limping sprint regardless. Let's go! This is nothing.
Okay, you
You
ready?
said that so
Are
frantic.
you ready?
This is nothing. This is nothing.
Are you ready?
Oh,
You ready?
okay, I'm ready. I know what he looks like because of the opening scenes, but
I
okay.
know.
At the entrance, I pause in the middle of the room. The main entrance hall is eerily silent. Then I see Mithras edging its way into the king's... Oh, I see what's happening. Into the king's throne room.
Mhm.
He's holding tight to Emmeline. He notices me watching and smiles. Why is... Poor Emmeline. This is the second time she's,
know.
like, been in Mithras's way. Then he disappears into the throne room. We have to follow him.
Princess,
He has Emmeline. Chandelier's posture and expressions are indecisive, but mine are not. I know Mithras is baiting me, but I can't leave her alone. My gaze moves around the hallways, as I search for other knights. The place is empty, but it's not long before we hear footsteps. I tense at the sound, and Chandelier holds tight to my hand. Then suddenly, as a figure draws nearer, I recognize him, even if he seems a completely different, older person. Hi!
I got you. Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Please do him justice.
I finally found you.
Oh my gosh, yes!
what? Waltz?
You broke your curse, but how? Chandelier stares at him in awe.
I now dub you Waltz the Big.
No. No.
Not right
It
now,
was never
Chandelier.
the small.
Waltz shakes his head.
And I broke my curse unexpectedly. I actually found the item I needed while I was searching around.
Good thing to know
What's
when
the
we do your
box?
route. Oh, is it the box?
Dun dun.
Because we
But
ditched
I
the
can
box.
explain
You
more
right.
For now, we have to go after Mithras. Do you know where he is?
He's in the throne room.
I love him. Okay.
Mithras stands in the middle of an empty throne room, holding Emmeline to him. His hands are around her neck.
I mean, it's
Oh,
not.
she
Oh, great.
cute.
Why is her pose always on, like, her hand is always
I
shaking
don't
Yeah.
know.
We don't question.
No sudden moves, you three, or this girl dies.
No.
She's just always having a heart
And
like
I
problem.
do know how
Just
much
freaking
death
out.
bothers you.
With a start, I realize he's talking to Waltz. The three of us are frozen.
myth.
He's taller than him now.
I know.
Okay, I'm done.
He's also taller than Rumpel, so
Oh, you right. Rumpel's short though.
traitor.
Why can't you see that Hildire was just trying to teach us? She was trying to corrupt us.
And she
She wasn't
succeeded.
to teach us.
In one of them.
Yeah.
Silence, traitor. You betrayed her. During the war, you betrayed our own teacher.
Betrayed?
Hildire was corrupted. She cannot be saved.
That's it.
How dare you use her name?
Bro, just stop
Oh
now.
no, bro.
Mithras' fingers tighten on Emmeline's throat. I can see the tears running down her face.
No.
Her sobbing is
Mithras is
quiet, but
definitely a
it still
tier
reaches my
3 sub to the
ears in the
mother.
silent room. What?
Varg.
Varg appears from the darkness, as he did before. His smile is... he smiles at all of us from behind Mithras, eyes glinting mischievously.
You didn't finish the job. You were off. Oh, great. Conversation with myself. You were awfully vague when you told me to take care of them. You know, most people would assume that meant entertaining them and offering them refreshments.
Can we have some refreshments?
Oh, she's crying.
Yeah.
I know.
It makes me
Obey
sad.
me.
Varg turns to us. He draws the sword he used earlier, his smile fading. I think I see something like pain in his eyes, and then I think it might be my imagination. He looks stoic as he moves towards us. When Waltz moves, Mithras' hands tighten over Emmeline's neck, and she cries out. Chandelier is watching everything quietly. The concern in his eyes is muted by the urgency. I follow his gaze around the room, wondering what he's searching for.
Myth, is it? You were injured during the Great War. I tended to you once. Stabbed in the stomach. You needed stitches for it.
Why do you remember that? I feel Mithras'
might have been his
confusion
memory.
before I see it. Just for a few moments, though, his gaze is centered on Chandelier, his eyes probing him for information.
No one came for you. Your teacher must have thought you were too weak, that you would die.
Dang!
Okay.
Yes, get him!
There you go. Mithras' hands fly away from Emmeline's neck as he lunges towards Chandelier with a snarl, his expression mad. The
Like a
room
snake.
breaks into chaos then. Let's go! I feel the rise of magic beside me as Waltz readies a spell, the tension in Chandelier's body as he prepares to shield me, and lastly, I see Varg zip across the room. Everything goes white. What hit me? When I look up, I see Walt standing in front of me with a shield. Mithras' hand lies flat against the shield as I feel the heat of his magic. Varg lies on the ground beside his fallen sword, unconscious from the impact of magic. Even Chandelier is on his knees. I rush towards the sword at the same moment Waltz pushes Mithras back onto the ground. Then, sword in hand, I stand above Mithras and aim it at his neck. The blade touches his skin without sinking into it. Emmeline is hiding behind the throne, staring out at the scene with shock on her tear-stained face.
Will you kill me?
Yes.
Mithras' smile is a mere shadow of itself.
Let Alexi kill a man.
You saw the soldiers in the clinic today. You saw how some of them were close to death. Did you see the hollow look in their eyes? I have seen that look many times. It is the look of a man who clings desperately to life.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to hit the button.
Every life. Oh my god.
I'm tired! I zoned out.
Yeah, we know.
Wow,
Every
thanks.
life is. And a life is still a life, whether it's vile or not. It is still a responsibility you have to bear. I know how valuable lives are because I have helped so many people.
That desperation in Mithras' eyes now, a man that clings to life. It would be so easy to slice his throat. Wow. I've seen
can
so
do
much
that.
bloodshed on this night and it was all caused by Mithras. If I kill him, I can stop it all. But that would make me no better than Mother. I drop the sword. Mithras actually stops and stares back at me in shock. I'm not like Mother. I will not kill you for revenge. No sooner have I said the words that I feel a sudden heat in my chest. My hand instinctively reaches up to grab the necklace around my neck. Then there is a bright light. Hey! Hey, hey,
Must
hey!
be-
When the light clears, a new source of light catches my eye. Let's
Good
go!
sleepers.
You can kill him now!
I
With
stop
the
to
slipper.
with the slipper. I stop to stare down at my feet, which are in glass slippers that shine so bright they sparkle even in the dim light. Let's go! Ready to fight! But I have no time to admire the shoes or the weight that has fallen off my shoulders. I barely recognize the fairy tale curse has been broken. Emmeline rises from behind the throne and screams.
Alexi, watch out!
Oh, this is fun. Mithras has grabbed the sword with his hands and turned it around and is aiming it at my chest. Let's go! He hits a barrier. Parfait stands beside me once more, her face devoid of any color. I did not see her rush in here. She takes a step forward as if to shield me.
Out of my way.
Mithras draws the sword back and plunges it against the shield. This time the blade is coated with darkness. It pierces the already flimsy shield, and the blade goes through.
No!
Ah,
No!
I'm so
Oh,
sorry.
man.
I tried not to say anything for the longest time. I'm so
Oh
sorry.
my god! Like I thought she would die from exhaustion, but I didn't think she.
Yeah, like we
Daddy
kept
hero.
joking about her dying from her sickness. We didn't know.
I didn't like. I kind of thought like something would happen with her sickness. I didn't expect her to be stabbed in the heart.
At least you did a hero.
Oh my gosh.
I'm so sorry.
Parfait! Parfait grabs the blade and narrows her eyes at Mithras. Parfait?
Oh, dear.
Perfect.
I'm
Perfect.
sorry, Hildire. Did not appreciate you.
Oh.
Oh.
Something swells inside me as I stare at Parfait. The sword is impaled in her, and I can see her eyes so glassy. I can't speak. I can't breathe. Waltz rushes forward with his magic and pins Mithras forcefully to the ground. He raises his hand, but it never comes down in time. A sword strikes past his shoulder, right at Mithras' neck. Rumpel? What'd you do?
Oh.
Dog.
Yeah, knew it. When I turn, it's Chandelier that's holding him. His body shakes as tears run down his cheeks. Mithras holds his neck as Chandelier holds up the blade and throws it behind him. Out of the corner of my eye, I catch movement that can only be Varg, but I don't care.
Lady Parfait, do not move. We can take the sword out. We can.
But I
no,
can
you
see
don't take it out.
But I can see a hopelessness in Chandelier's expression, and I know that whatever wound Parfait took was lethal. I can even see it in his eyes. I can see it in Parfait's.
There is no need to fuss.
When
Oh,
Parfait
baby.
falls, Waltz grabs her and puts his hands to the hilt of the sword. Chandelier crumples beside her. He stares at the blood staining her dress with sorrow. I start to cry.
Alexei, do not regret this. I am proud of you.
This is depressing. The room is quiet, even with the newcomers that arrived. The knights and Karma watch the scene from the sidelines, all with grim looks on their faces. The last to arrive is Delora, who sits down beside Parfait with her lips pulled in an upright frown. Her face is stern, but I can tell it's a mask.
Parfait.
That look doesn't suit you, Delora.
I told you to stay back.
Had I not been here in time, the princess would have...
Her words fall apart as she begins to cough. Delora leans over
Caleb
and...
cough.
No! Delora leans over and shakes her head.
I'm so sorry I didn't come sooner.
Everything is as it should be, Delora.
Parfait cranes her neck to look up at me.
Wipe away your tears, Alexei. What you did was a good deed. You spared a man's life.
He's not alive
But
anymore.
Life is not a fairy tale. Humans are good and bad.
No, it isn't. But the fear of death makes a life even more valuable.
It's kind of deep.
Do not worry, princess. I chose this.
Parfait smiles. It is mystifying to see her smile when her body is slowly crumbling away in Waltz's grasp.
Oh yeah, I
Parfait's
guess she's a fairy.
Yeah. Parfait's body is what gives out first. Her eyes go next. They remain focused on me, still smiling. Her body begins to glow as her body slowly fades away. No, Parfait. Parfait! Got it. Delora turns away. Even if she's not shedding any tears, it's clear that she's heartbroken. She closes her eyes and releases a shaky sigh.
Sweet dreams, my friend.
Sad.
What the?
I don't know how long we all stayed in the room, mourning the loss of Parfait. Karma, Julian, and Garland eventually spread out. Jurian! Dang it. Eventually spread out to search for any remaining danger.
Yeah, Fritz's route is a
Why
lot
can't we-
sadder.
Oh no, don't say that.
Oh.
Sorry.
At some point, they
Yeah, this is nothing.
return with the king and the rest of the family. My reunion with my family is half-hearted. I don't know what to say to the people I hated only months ago. Despite the quiet, they all take me in with open arms. The king stays by my side long after the others have left. Karma and the knights return to the marchand to tell others the news. Waltz goes to search the palace for any remaining resistance. Only Delora, Chandelier, the king, and I remain. Chandelier cries. Joy! I've never seen him cry before, but his heartbroken is my own.
Heartbreak.
It's
is
blue!
real.
It wasn't blue
It's
before, was it?
No.
Yes.
Okay. Maybe it's just like nighttime throws me off then. I'm not crazy, okay?
And we know you are.
Shut up. Okay, is this where we're ending?
Baby, while we're young.